anyone with young children in the room. What you're about to see
You okay, Jack?
is profoundly disturbing and shocking. You get out there, Mr. Midnight, and you knock him dead.
Hey, what's up? It's P. Rich from the Hatch Boys. Today I'm going to be reviewing and discussing Late Night with the Devil. So, yeah, The Late Night with the Devil is a 2023 supernatural horror film directed and edited by Colin and Cameron Cairnes. It stars David Dastmalchian. I think that's how he says his name. David Dastmalchian, Laura Gordon, Bliss, Fayssal Bazzi, and Georgina Haig. Also with Josh Quong Tart. Josh Quong Tart. So yeah, basically this film, it incorporated elements of a documentary filmmaking and found footage. The film follows the events of the late night talk show episode aired on Halloween night of 1977, during which host attempts to boost ratings by invited a legendary possessed girl onto the talk show.
Now, here's Mr. Midnight, Jack Delroy.
Oh, good evening, night owls, and thank you for allowing me into your living rooms once again. Well, night owls, we've got a heck of a show in store for you tonight, and I'm very excited for you to see it all unfold before your very eyes. I really hope you love it. Gosh, I hope you love it. Please love it. Love it.
I'm trying to host a nationally syndicated talk show, and I'm trying to help you keep it on the air.
We all know how important it is to keep our sponsors and affiliates happy, but in my humble opinion, there is only one person who really matters in this whole darn crazy business. And that is you, our viewer.
You're meddling with things you don't understand.
Whoa! Now, as you know, here on Night Owls, we think it's very important to keep an open mind. Please welcome Dr. June Ross Mitchell and Lily, the young subject of the book, Conversations with the Devil.
I really don't think it's a good idea, Jack. She's becoming more unpredictable.
That's a good thing. That's why we still do live TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for a live television first as we attempt to commune with the devil.
Alright, getting into the plot summary. So basically, yeah, the film's prologue is framed as a documentary investigating an unexplained event that occurred on the night of Halloween 1977. I like how it opens up and we see clips of what was going on in the 70s. In 77 you see Charles Manson and David Berkowitz and just the human rights and women's rights and yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was cool. It was like a time capsule of the 70s. It was great. So then basically when we're starting off here, and it's investigated an unexplained event that occurred on Halloween night in 1977 during the live broadcast of the 6th season episode of a successful variety late night talk show called Night Owls with Jack Delroy, which competes for its ratings with the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. I like that. I like that concept. How this guy, he's in competition with the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and he's got to keep boosting up his ratings. Anyways, so then through his celebrity connections, Night Owls host Jack Delroy makes regular visits to Bohemian Grove. If you know what Bohemian Grove is, that yeah, it's like where the Illuminati, like the elite, have their like gatherings, and like they worship Moloch, this owl, right? On my other channel, I'm going to do a bunch of deep dives on Illuminati and all that bullshit. But yeah, just kind of mentioned a little bit of what it is here. So, yeah. While you see like clips of Jack DeRoy makes a visit to the Grove, elite California camp for rich and powerful men. Sometime later, his wife, what's her name? Bedelia? Is that her name? Bedelia? She dies of like terminal lung cancer, despite being a non-smoker. And her death was a major effect on Jack as Night Owl's show, like on his production. Yeah, man, imagine that, like not even like being a smoker and you get fucking lung cancer. Like, how the fuck does that even happen? Oh, it's weird, man. It's fucking weird. So anyways, then Jack returns to the show, and he does not attain like the same level of success as he once did once his wife was alive. So yeah, it took like a real bad toll on him. So yeah, then even an episode featuring an interview with severely ill Medallion. I'm pretty sure that's her name, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Medallion. I don't know. Before her death does not affect ratings. In order to boost the show's ratings, Jack decides to do a special occult themed episode on Halloween night. And he's like, with the cult. Yeah, basically he is. Yeah, so get into so he gets like special guests for the show's episode include self-proclaimed psychic and a medium, Chris Stew, skeptic, and a former magician, Carmichael Haig. Yeah, he's like a magician and I guess. And author Jude Ross Mitchell, and Jude's latest subject, Lily D'Abo. Lily D'Abo. So during the broadcast, Christu is exposed to giving like psychic readings. At first, like he's not really doing like really good job. Everybody's like calling him out on it, thinking he's fake, until his eyes suddenly like roll in the back of his head, and he expresses a real premonition about someone named Minnie, and he is left shaken while Jack brings out Carmichael. Yeah, that they take Christu backstage because yeah, you witnessed something real fucked up. And then Carmichael comes out, the magician guy, and he's like a skeptic, basically. So anyways, he then insists that Christu is faking it, but Jack supports Christu after revealing that Minnie was his private nickname for Medallion. Christu agrees with Carmichael, but becomes sick and he like projectile vomits all this black liquid shit everywhere, and then he's like rushed to the hospital, and then a commercial break.
Here goes.
The taste of Puppy Chuck Wagon. It's enough to bring puppies running. They love Puppy Chuck Wagon's crunchy rings, meat.
The pussy drinking Jaeger, ashing blunts in his mom's cunt while she's in labor. A premature crack baby / freak of nature, born with deformity, so they stored me in the incubator. It's big business, I gay bash the gay fishes. Hate women, put them in the furnace and make skank biscuits. Twisted brain, these niggas thinking this shit's a game, till they see my house and the human decomposition stains. I never been the nigga to ignore a feud. You don't wanna beef with this particular sort of dude. I don't think you have the testicular fortitude. Get your organs moved to the fridge where I store the food. And I only fuck with schizophrenic bitches that'll slit they wrists if I left. I tell a heifer split it. Matter of fact, I recommend it. That's the best decision. Life sucks and I would be an asshole to let you live it. Now who that nigga ripping you and your crew? G. Who make the nut house do what it do? G. Now who could break a bitch's pockets and purse? The most sadistic and twisted nigga that's walking the earth. G.
As we attempt to commune with the devil.
Lily, can you hear me?
Good to see you again, Jack.
Lily, return to me.
This isn't about ratings anymore.
No one's going anywhere.
How could you let it happen, Jack? How could you let it happen?
Please be warned, anyone with young children in the room. What you're about to see is
You okay, Jack?
profoundly disturbing and shocking. You get out there, Mr. Midnight, and you knock him dead.
Then in a segment, Jude introduces Lily, the sole survivor of a mass suicide committed by a satanic church that worshipped Abraxas, a demon named Abraxas. And Carmichael dismisses Jude's claims that Lily is connected to a demon, and then Lily calls up the demon, and the demon's name is Mr. Wiggles, or Mr. Wriggles. And, yeah, so Mr. Wriggles, so named because he wriggles his way in and out of this girl, Lily. And despite Jude's worries about the possible consequences of doing so, Jack, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, let's just let this happen. And Jude's like, oh, I'm warning you not to do this. But they end up doing it anyways. And they conjure the demon. And then during another commercial break, the crew informs Jack that Christu has died from internal bleeding in the ambulance on his way to the hospital. And then leaving Jack visibly disturbed. And then during Jude's conjuring, Lily becomes possessed by Mr. Wriggles and levitates in her chair and causes the electricity to go haywire. And when she's in her possessed state, she reveals that Jude and Jack are sleeping together and makes a vague reference to having previously met Jack under the tall trees. And basically what she's getting at about meeting Jack under the tall trees is at that Bohemian Grove place. And then, anyways, before return to normal, Carmichael challenges June by having Jack's sidekick, Gus McConnell, take part in a hypnotism demonstration, which causes everyone in the studio to see worms coming out of Gus's stomach. This scene is awesome. I really like this scene. It's great. It's pretty good. About 100% sure if it was practical effects. This could be one of the AI's like CG moments, but it still looked pretty good, even though I'm not like a big CGI person, but they did make it good. Anyways, and Gus is like saying, "Oh, I hate worms," and anyways, and then he's like, "What's that on you?" And like takes down a worm, and then he like rips open his stomach, and it's like all these worms are spilling out. And then with the production team, and then he wakes up out of his like hypnotism, and then they want to go back and see if that was caught on camera, see if it was real or not. And once they rewind the footage, and it proves that Carmichael's demonstration was merely a hallucination experienced by everyone in the studio. However, the supernatural phenomenon that occurred during Jude's conjuring of the demon Mr. Wriggles appears unaltered in the recorded playback, and Jack is horrified when he notices Medallion's ghost standing behind him in a single frame of the footage. But then like Carmichael angrily accuses Jack of like orchestrating the events to boost up his ratings. He's still like being skeptic about it, and he's like, You're still full of shit. I don't believe it." And this guy's just fucking asking for it, man. Like, he's such a fucking idiot. Like, you just did your demonstration because, like, you didn't believe it. And it was a hallucination. And then after seeing it, it was caught on, like, video. And he's still saying, like, "Oh, you manipulated the whole fucking thing. You're full of shit." And then the Vince is, like a big hoax, and then Lily becomes possessed again, and a bolt of light from the ceiling connects to her left hand, while a bolt from a nearby television monitor connects to her right hand, and her head splits open. It begins to glow with like a bright light using her telekinetic powers that she's got, and she throws Jack into the wall and kills the other guest. She then twists Gus' head around. That was cool as fuck. Yeah, that was awesome. And then hangs June by her own like necklace, which also slits her throat and like burns Carmichael alive from the inside out. Yeah, that scene is fucking awesome. I thought it was great. Again, this would probably be where some of the CGI comes in, but it's not horrible. It did look decent. Then Jack is suddenly transported to a nightmarish version of the his show, and then he relieves moments in the show's past before it is revealed that he has a connection to the demon possessing Lily, having encountered it during a ceremony at the Grove. And then it has also revealed that Jack was indirectly responsible for Medallion's cancer in exchange for the sudden success of Night Owl's Medallion's spirit confronts Jack and begs him to put her out of her misery. as the cancer is causing too much pain, using like a ritualistic dagger from Lily's former cult. He stabs Madeline to death, and then the scene suddenly shifts to a now empty studio where Jack is like horrified and realizes he has stabbed Lily, the possessed girl. He stabbed her instead. Then he stands over the bodies of the dead guests and repeated, "Dreamer, here awake," a phrase used by Carmichael to awaken everyone in the studio from their trance earlier in the show. And then you hear like a police sirens slowly get louder in the distance. And that's how it ends. And yeah, wow. I think it's a fucking pretty damn good movie. Best one I've seen so far this year. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say that. Best one I've seen yet. I mean, yeah, I mean, there are some things. Well, no, I do like it. Yeah, it's good. Just getting back to like for a minute with Medallion's cancer, how Jack was indirectly responsible for Medallion's cancer in exchange for the sudden success of the Night Owls show. So he sold his soul to the devil, and Medallion was the sacrifice. Like, wow, man, that's some great fucking writing, for sure. Story structure, concept, fucking awesome. I really enjoyed the story and the concept to it. It's awesome. I'm thinking we're gonna see like last year and this year. I've been noticing a lot of cult films like coming out. I think it's because of all the other shit that's really happened. To do with like cults, satanic cults and rituals. They're programming us to get ready for it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's all gonna come out. I know it is. And some people might think I'm fucked up for saying so, but I mean, look at Pete Diddy and all that shit that's coming out. Pete Diddler. Look at all that shit that's coming out. So I think they're basically planted it in our minds, like to get ready for all this shit. That's what I think they've been doing a lot lately with a lot of these movies, especially the ones with cults in them. Yeah. So getting into the cast, David Dastmalchian is his name, I'm pretty sure. As Jack DeRoy. He's a fucking sketchy fuck, man. Like, doing all this shit for the success of this show. Like, yeah. I'm a big fan of him. And then we get Laura Gordon as Jude Ross Mitchell. Yeah, I liked her. Because, yeah, she is, like, involved with Jack, too. They have, like, this relationship going on behind closed doors and whatnot. But you can tell she really cared for the guy. He's a fucking idiot, I think. Well, beginners, like, selling your soul to the fucking devil. Yeah, don't fuck with that shit, especially with cults. Yeah, and he's in with, like, that cult shit. Fuck that. And then, yeah, he basically will do anything for his ratings. So yeah, I would like Jack. I was mentioning Jude Ross Mitchell. Yeah, I like her. She like you could tell she really cares for what's her name? Lily. And yeah, she's trying to help Lily out and deal with this demon she's got in her, Mr. Regals. Ian Bliss as Carmichael Haig, the former magician turned skeptic. He was a fucking goof too. I didn't like him. Fayssal Bazzi as Christu, a psychic. Yeah, he was okay. Like, he was a psychic, and basically, he wasn't for like full of shit or anything. And Georgina Haig as Medallion Piper, Jack's deceased wife. She seemed nice, like everything. Josh Quong Tart as Leo Fisk, the producer of the night show. That guy was a fucking goof. And Jack's sidekick, Gus. I didn't mind Gus. He seemed alright. So, but with the characters, I mean, they all do work well together, and their performances are all good. Like, I'm just saying, like, the characters in the movie, like, some of them are fucking idiots, douchebags, or whatnot, and some of them I did like. But with their on-screen chemistry, like, it was good. It was believable. Yeah, for the most part, until you see some of that fucked up demon shit at the end of the movie. I mean, yeah, that was a little like fucking out there, but yeah, it was cool to see. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, the characters, I mean, they're all good, and they're all believable, and they all work well together. Yeah. So I would have to say, like, yeah, Jude would be my favorite character. My worst character would be either Jack or Carmichael, because he was just a fucking idiot skeptic. Alright, so getting into the technical elements of this film. Yeah, how I mentioned before, I thought it was filmed very well, and the story was great. Also, the storyline's good, and yeah, it just kind of keeps getting better as you go along. Also, yeah, it was quite the ending, I thought. Yeah, it was cool. It's creative, and yeah, I do like this type of subject matter for sure, because I mean, a lot of it's real, you know. Yeah, I thought how they filmed it looked like a real like 70s like a television show. Like it looked great. It did really feel like you were watching like a late night 70s talk show. It was great. Like the color panels they used, the lighting I thought was great. Special effects. Yeah, you could tell a little bit of it was CGI, but it wasn't bad. They used it right. They did like overuse it or make it look too fucking CGI'd or AI'd or whatever. Because there are some practical effects in it to make it look good, and it does look good. Yeah, the editing, I mean, it's fine. It's a good paced film. Um, yeah, there's quite a few good scenes I like in this movie. First, the recap of like the 70s, like getting into the film. Like I thought that was great. I really enjoyed that. I like that scene with that psychic Christian, but he starts like fucking puking up all that black shit everywhere. That was a great scene. And like when his eyes start like rolling in the back of his head. Yeah. Um, I like that scene where Carmichael like puts Gus in that hallucination, like hypnosis stage, and then he thinks there's worms all inside him, and he's ripping open his stomach. I thought that looked awesome. I thought that was a wicked scene. It was kind of like not too creepy or anything, but it was a good scene. Like it didn't scare me either. There was none of this like really scared me, but it had me like at a holy shit moment. And then I would say um, at the end in there when the little girl Lily's like possessed, like after they like go back and watch the footage, and then she starts killing everybody. Like that scene was like holy fuck too. Like yeah, I thought it was great, and the ending I thought was great as well. Um, so yeah. Yeah, the cinematography, just how I kind of mentioned before, I thought was great as well. Cinematographer by Matthew Temple, yeah, it was good. Like yeah, the sound was great. Also, the music was okay. It was all right. Yeah, wow. Just reading uh, like the distributions, like the production companies. There's, let's see, one, two, three, four, five different ones. There's IFC Films, Shudder, Umbrella Entertainment, Maslow Entertainment, and I Films. It's an Australian one. Yeah. I don't know the budget for this film. I can't find the budget, but yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of like praise for it. It made $11 million. Like, not horrible or anything, and nothing like amazing. Uh, but yeah, like the critical response is doing really well. Which is good. I mean, it is a good film, and it's distributed by like IFC Films. Like, yeah, it's not like a big production company like Universal or like all those other fucking ones you get. Uh, yeah, so I highly recommend this movie, for sure. Um, what do I rate this movie as? I give it a 7.5. Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Alright, so that's my review for Late Night with the Devil. So I'll see you all next time. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and hit the bell. It notifies you whenever I post something new or go live. And hit the like button and share if you feel like sharing. It helps with the algorithms and all that. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. And yeah, see you next time. Peace.
Want to give your puppy great taste?
Let the way out of the bag!
Puppy Chuck Wagon. It brings puppies running.